Minecraft, released on May 17th, 2009. A game unlike any other, simply because it isn't just a game where you and your friends had fun. It's a game where you find what kind of gamer you truly are. Because Minecraft doesn't have a specific way to play the game. The game ends when you believe it ends, whether that's beating the Ender Dragon or building a city. Minecraft doesn't have a path for you, you create your own path for Minecraft. Now yes, most of the time you are playing with your friends, but Minecraft has so many different paths you can take, such as surviving 100 days in hardcore, creating OP farms, breaking the game mechanics, finding out how to get the best armor in the game, all the way down to farming a ridiculous amount of melons, obtaining illegal blocks, or even completing the hardest achievements. Minecraft is so unique because you can do all this and so much more. While you may be building a one-to-one replica of a mountain range, your friends may be playing in an SMP, and you may be watching the greatest Minecraft ARG of all time. From playing with mods to finally speedrunning the game, whether that's ranked, no reset, all achievements, all armor trims, or even 37 stacks of furnaces. The list goes on, and that is why Minecraft is unlike any other game. Because everything I just listed can seem impossible to do while following the same set of mechanics as everyone else, believe it or not, it can all be done in one world. And that is why Minecraft always has new players, because unlike any other game where there's a set way to play, Minecraft has no way to play, but can be played in every way imaginable. And that is what makes Minecraft, Minecraft. So in today's video, I will take you through the journey of how I learned how to speedrun Minecraft without resetting a single seed. Because anyone can learn how to speedrun a set seed made for speedrunning, but not many people can learn how to speedrun any seed. Now, before we get into it, if you don't know what NRS is, or no reset speedrunning, it's basically where you load into every single seed and play it out no matter what. There is a YouTuber and a pro speedrunner. His name is Curryway. If you don't know who he is, go check him out if you like Minecraft speedrunning. Basically, he's on a journey where he has to beat the dragon 100,000 times throughout his lifetime. And he is the only known or the only popular YouTuber and pro speedrunner who does no reset. So every time you load into a world, no matter what the world is, you have to play it out. And he does it until he beats it. I'm not that good, right? I'm not that good. So I'm going to go no reset. But if I die in the seed, I can reset then. But I have to die first, or just if it's an impossible seed, then I can reset. You know, one of those two. But that's what NRS is, or no reset speedrunning. Most people, when they play, they do MTSR, which is ranked speedrunning. It's just like a rank system, you know. There's coal, iron, gold, diamond, netherite, right? It's just a rank system. You climb up. There's ELO, MMR, whatever you want to call it. And those seeds are filtered. They're found from professional seed finders, I guess. And they basically plug in those seeds because those seeds are made for speedrunning. So that's what they play on. And then if you take it a step higher, there's RSG, which is random seed glitchless, which means you can pick the seed you want to play on, but it's not filtered in specifically for speedrunning. But if you think a seed will be good, that's the seed you play on. And you could reset as many times as you want. So it goes like MTSR, RSG, and then NRS in terms of like difficulty. NRS, you play out any and every seed. So, hey, personally, I think NRS is the hardest category. It's not really a category, but not an official category, but it's an unofficial official category. I think it's the hardest category to get good on. And Curryway, his average I think is 20 minutes. Now, if you think I'm gonna get a 20-minute PB, you might be high on every single drug in the universe. No, we're going for sub-hour here. We're going for sub-hour. Listen, I've never speedrun a day in my life. We're gonna figure this out. But the goal is sub-hour, all right? So that's what NRS is, or no reset speedrunning. And now here's my journey of how I learned how to play no reset. Sorry, one last thing, forgot to add this, but my ears are blocked right now as of the time of this recording. So I cannot hear anything in my left ear. So I'm basically doing this without sound cues, just to make it harder, because why not? Thought that'd be a fun little challenge, I guess. So yeah, so if I don't hear anything, that's why. So I'm basically learning how to speedrun in the hardest category of speedrunning with no sound cues. Enjoy. So to start day one, before we hopped into any games, I figured, let's get some practice in. Now, I didn't quite know how to route bastions yet, so I didn't practice that just yet. but I wanted to, get my mechanics down on 1 cycles, make sure I knew kind of where I hit them, because I'm practicing with 5 beds here, but when I'm in the end, I'm going to bring 7, maybe 8, I'm not sure, just to make sure that I can get the 1 cycle before it flies. So that's basically just what I'm doing here. And then after we practiced 1 cycle for a little bit, I figured, let's just hop straight into it. What's the worst that can happen? Just to feel it out. So we hopped into a few games. As you'd expect, they didn't go well at all. We hopped in, got the wood, got some basic tools, the basic shit. And then I tried to build a portal, and it didn't work out. And I did this in multiple games, I think 3 or 4 times. And now you're probably thinking to yourself, well, the smart thing to do would be to go into the practice map and build some portals. But I'm not very smart. So at this point, I didn't think of that. I thought, I've seen it once or twice. I got it down. I did not have it down. So here I am finally practicing after 4 games. And then I kept dying. And then I spawned in a mesa. And that's why I said, all right, 1 more game. If nothing good happens, whatever. We're getting off for the day. And we actually did pretty good. We got some wood, got food. We spawned next to a village. So we got iron. And it actually started to look like our best run ever. We found floating water again, so that's always something. And we killed the iron golem, got some iron, made some tools, found a lava pool, and I said, all right, there's no way we mess this up 4 times in a row. Surely, right? We just practiced, and look at that. We actually got into the nether. Now, we spawned right next to a bastion. I'm talking 30 blocks away. But like I said, I didn't know how to route bastions, so I'm going into this blind. And it's the stables. Probably the worst bastion to have to try and route without knowing any knowledge of routing bastions. So as you can probably tell, it didn't go too well. And my mom walked into the room and distracted me. So, well, this is what we can say to my mom.
Killing me! Get the fuck out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft!
Now later that night, I decided I should probably learn how to route bastions if I'm going to be successful. So I learned the first 2 that I figured would be the most important, the ones that come up the most, which is bridge and treasure. Now I found Redcraft's video. I'll have it linked down below. He explains all the bastions. I only went through the first 2 that I just mentioned in the first night, and I'll go over the last 2 later in the video. But he helped a lot. He explained it very clearly, and I learned both these bastions within like 20 minutes. They're actually very simple. So I'll have his link in the description for his video if you want to go check it out. I highly recommend it. And that's basically all I did for the night, just constantly going through the bridge bastion and the treasure bastion, learning all the gold spawns, where to drop the piglins, where to get them in a hole, all that. Here we are, day 2. I'm showing everybody what I learned the night before, and I just wanted to refresh my mind, so hopped into a treasure bastion, hopped into a bridge bastion, learned how to route it again, and then we're off in a game. This is the entire game sped up. It's actually a very, very good game. I'm now starting to learn that I'm getting sub 20 overworld splits, sub 15 overworld splits. I'm getting to Nether very consistently at this point, and it's all about E-rang, finding the bastion, and getting out of there alive, which did not happen in this run. I'll tell you that right now. Hey, you seen a bastion around here? This is not the time to be asking a piglin for advice. We're in a serious matter, chat. This is a speedrun, goddammit. Oh, wait. Chat, let me cook. Let me cook. I'm burning the house down. Never let me touch an oven again. What the hold up. Shit. Yeah, and that's basically how the rest of the day went. Nothing but death really happened at all on day 2, but we were making good progress, and we made it to the Nether a bunch of times. This run right here, we actually didn't make it to the Nether. I think we were about to starve to death because we spawned in the desert, and we spawned next to a village that had nothing for us. It was actually pretty terrible. I found more floating water though, so that's always a plus. And that's basically how the day ended on day 2. Yeah, these clips right here kind of summed up how day 3 went for me. So I'll just let y'all grab a snack, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Mess that one up. I'm not going to do that. We'll just do it over here. Oh, that works. So then I could just... Bang. Wait. Mess that one up too. Yo, I don't know what I'm doing. Just gonna go over here. Anyways, crouch obviously, so they're just kind of like soft lock. That's my best guess. Do I pearl over there and just see? Chat. I'm just gonna pearl because bro, if there's nothing over there, we're cooked. At the end of the day. There we go. Oh wait, I already got flint. I need the seal part. What? Hello? Hello? Where'd that water go? I was seeing my grandparents' daughter. Welcome in. Where'd that water go? Where'd that water go? Okay, I'm gonna go over there. How am I gonna get down? Chat, you wanna see the tech? So it was supposed to place a bush. It was supposed to place a bush, and then I land in the bush and only take the thorns damage. And it didn't do that. Day 4 was probably our best day by far. You know, we loaded into a world. We got to the village, found a portal, blah, 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 did all that. Now we're in the nether, right? We traveled for so long, but we figured out how to E-ray properly, and it actually helped us because we finally got to a bastion. And let me tell you, the feeling of getting to the bastion for the first time by yourself, like, because I got to one on the very first day, but that was just all pure luck, right? So the feeling of E-raying properly and finding a bastion was just amazing. And not only that, but I still didn't learn how to route the homing in the stables bastions. So we got a bridge bastion. And this is where I realized this is where my training comes in handy. Because I practiced this bastion so many times. I learned every spot. I learned it perfectly. I actually learned it perfectly. And it helps so much. I remember my training. I remember getting these gold blocks, all of it, right? And to tell you, the feeling of knowing what I was doing was beyond relief, because this whole challenge, I had no clue what I was doing. This entire time, I had no clue what I was doing up until this point. So we finally got them in a hole. We traded with them. We finally got everything we needed. We got our pearls, we got our wool and our explosives, we got our fire resins. We literally had everything to go to the end. But I got greedy because I figured, you know what, I could use 10 more obsidian. I did not need it. And kids, don't get greedy, because yeah, I died and I lost everything. And this could have been my first completion. Up until this point, I had not had a completion yet, and we were on pace for a sub-hour. That would have been amazing. But, you know, I got greedy. I literally had everything, and I died to lava. So a key takeaway from this moment is don't get greedy. And going forward into this challenge, once I have everything, I'm gone. All right, I can get obsidian at any other time. I'm good. And following that amazing performance on day 4, you would just think that I would have a good performance on day 5, right? Yeah, not so much. This kind of sums up how my day went. So we got into the nether, no problem. We E-raid, no problem. We found the bastion, no problem. The only problem was it was within 32 chunks for about 10 minutes. So that means it was probably like, we traveled for at least 2,000 blocks and still never got there. We traveled for 20 minutes straight or 10 minutes straight, something like that. It was brutal. And to sum it up, this happened. Okay, it's right there. Okay, we'll just go this way. Hello, I can't get out. Oh my god, dude, I can't get out. Yo, I'm soft locked. I'm soft locked. I'm soft locked. I can't get out. That is bullshit. Bro, this nether was so bad. I don't care. I really don't care. That nether was so bad. On day 5, we started out by learning all different types of bastions, learning how to route all of them. So now we can route treasure, bridge, like the first 2 I learned, and now we could do stables and housing. Those were pretty easy. Then we one-cycled dragon for a little bit and hopped right into our game. Now this run was absolutely insane. We started off, we spawned right next to a ruined portal. Some gold armor, tools, flint, obsidian, everything we need. We found a village next to the ruined portal for some food and a desert temple, which gave us a notch apple. An enchanted golden apple. This is like our 5th ever run speedrunning, and we got an enchanted golden apple. I couldn't believe it. I was freaking out during this. After that, we went back to the room portal, made our portal, went to the nether. We actually got some diamonds as well from the room portal, so we had a diamond axe to go into the nether with, which is amazing to know. We can now one-tap piglins, we can one-tap blazes, everything. Made the necessities, our shield, our bow, our axe, found the bastion, looted it. It was a stables. It was an amazing stables. We got a double good gap, which is amazing. We got all the pearls, all our string. We were ready to go to the fortress. Problem was, when we pirated, we ended up at a treasure bastion. So we went in, we broke the spawner. As you can clearly see right here, you can see the XP drop from the spawner. But it broke the game, and it kept pirating to that treasure bastion even though there was no spawner. I don't know why I did this. I traveled thousands of blocks, as you can tell right here, and it still kept pirating to the same treasure bastion. I don't know why I did this, but I broke the game. So I died, and that was basically it for day 5. On day 6, we loaded up, hoping we wouldn't break the game like we did the day before. We got a great spawn in a nice open forest, so we got all of our tools, went to a cave, got all the stone tools, got a bunch of iron off rip, killed a bunch of animals, and now we're ready to go to the nether. We actually heard a lava pool under where I'm standing right here. That's why I stopped and looked around. And I thought it was going to be a single source block, but we got lucky enough where it wasn't. It was a full pool of lava. So now all we need to do was craft our bucket, craft our flint and steel, get a few more food. We actually got some wool for some beds for later in the dragon fight. And now we're in the nether. All we gotta do here is go to a bastion, go to a fortress, and we're good. We're at a good time. We're sub 30. We're killing some endermen. It's unfortunately a treasure bastion, so we gotta break the spawner. I'm having flashbacks from yesterday already. But lucky enough, the pirate didn't break. We went to the other side of the treasure bastion. We got all the gold from the middle of the treasure bastion and all the gold in the other portion of the bastion. And with that, we had more than enough gold to get all our pearls, fire res, and string, and obsidian for wool. Now all we gotta do is find a fortress. Luckily we did, and this is actually our first time in a fortress, but it was a great fortress. We got everything we needed. We got a few strays, we blaze bedded, now we're looking to go to the end. And we finally got to the stronghold for our very first time. And by the way, y'all saw this was on easy mode, so I just want y'all to watch these clips and guess how many mobs I found in this stronghold alone. Alright, I put it at the end of all the clips, so just watch through, count the mobs, and just let me know what y'all think. Put your guesses in the comments. What is going on? I'm so dead. Another one. My shield is this scenario. I don't even know where the room is at this point. Oh my god. What is Murphy's Law? Break. It can be down there, bro. It's a dead end. It literally can't be. I hate. Why did I listen to you? Why did I listen to you? I can't let my headset. I can't let my shield die. No, I'm. Yes, you saw that right. 65 mobs in one basically long hallway on easy mode. I mean, I don't know how that's even possible, but y'all saw it yourselves. And to sum up day 7 of the speedrunning journey, I got a single double bad stables bastion. I think that's all y'all really need to know. If you know anything about speedrunning, you know what this means. I got rinsed. I basically got rinsed. And for those of you who don't know what that means, basically a stables bastion has 2 gaps. A good gap is a gap where you can get gold blocks, a lot of them, and a bad gap is where you cannot get any gold blocks. And there's always 2 gaps in a stable bastion. So if you get a double bad gap, That basically means there is no gold blocks in the entire bastion. And on top of all that, I got one double chest. Normally you can get a double triple, which is on both sides. You can get a double and a single chest, which is a triple chest basically. I got a single double, which means I got one double chest with no gold blocks in it. So that is what I mean when I say I got a single double bad gap for stables. To sum up day 9 or 10, whatever day I'm on, you'll see in the edit. Yeah, I got a desert with a room portal. Within like 5 minutes, I got to a desert with a lava pit, 2 lava pits, a room portal, a desert temple that gave me diamonds and all the iron I needed, and a village that gave me like 5 stacks of bread, right? So I'm in the nether 15 minutes in, and I get to a stables bastion, 1 good gap. That's fine, right? That's fine. I get 3 stacks of pearls, get all the fires I need. It gave me 8 obsidian. 8 obsidian. And then a piglin, you know, they hit me from 3 blocks away into lava, and I died. I'll roll the clip outside a crazy ass clutch before I entered the bastion. I'll show you all that clip too. Three blocks away and he hits me. 3 blocks away he hits me. I'm under a block. What block am I under? What block am I under? I'm not letting this world go. I'm not letting this world go. Clutch of the century. Clutch of the century. Clutch of the century. Clutch of the century. Nothing really happened for the next few days, so on day 12, I made a new world, as usual. Spawned in the old world, I got all the basic shit done. I'm just gonna skip through that, go straight to the nether. Right, so we get to the nether, bastion, and find one, right? Get to it, it's a bridge, beautiful, we love bridge. Easiest route probably to do, safest route to do. We get all of our piglins inside the hole. We get all the trades relatively quickly, got all of our pearls, all of our fire reds, everything we need to go to the fortress. We find the fortress, get the blaze spawner. We got 7 routes. I wanted 8, but I was gonna settle for 7. But anyway, we find the stronghold, and it was a very confusing stronghold, but we found the portal room relatively quickly. And then I'm just gonna let this play out. Should I hunger reset? Oh, you're lying. My shit didn't build. Yeah, pretty heartbreaking stuff, but I had to move on. We go next. Same day, next seed. We're locked in. We got to the stronghold. We're going to get there again, and we're going to get to the end. So I load in, get to another sub 10, which is just amazing for me. we get ourselves yet another bridge bastion. Same bastion as last run, so it's already looking good for me. We got all the trades, we headed to the fortress, we found the blaze spawner, got all the rods we needed, and we were out of the nether in sub 30 minutes. Now we have 30 minutes to get to the end and kill the dragon. This is looking like our best run yet. And then I find this monstrosity of a stronghold, probably the most broken down, corrupted stronghold I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, this stronghold was split between 2 mine shafts, 3 caves, and was separated into 3 different sections within the cave. So I had to travel everywhere for this portal room, and I never found it. And yeah, I'm just gonna let this play out because this was terrible. You actually like can't make this shit up. And at that point, I was heartbroken. So I took a few days off. Today, technically, is probably like day 15, but I didn't play. So we're going to say day 13. Load into the world, get all of our tools and food. Found a cave, like, measure eyes. I don't even know how to explain this. Huh? Where'd my boat go? Where'd my boat go? What? What? Where's my boat? Huh? Chat, what happened to my boat? Am I tripping? Hero bro, it's not here. It's gone. Where did my boat go? Anyways, there's a lava pool right next to whatever that was. So we made another portal. So are we speedrunning? And not just because right next to right here. I mean, this was the second time this happened. But the first run didn't go that well, so this is the best run today. Anyways, we got a bridge bastion, which at this point seems to be a theme that all of my good runs have a bridge bastion. So I guess I'm just lucky to see this. We got all of our piglins in the hole, got all the trades done. And as you know, we had the fortress right next to our home portal, so we didn't need to pyrate or e-ray or anything like that. We could just go straight there. So we found the spawner and got all of our blaze rods, and we could just even use our home portal to go back to the overworld. I don't know what direction. I could be traveling. So we located the stronghold, and this finally seemed like this might be the run now. This starter? I know it's sub-hour. No, it's not. And we're at 50 minutes, so it's not looking like it's a great pace, but there's still a chance. Anyways, this stronghold is also pretty corrupted, so it took a while to find the portal room. But, yeah, so I had a slight complication after getting to the portal room, and you're about to see. Now, to one cycle the dragon in Minecraft, you need 3 things. The first one is wool and planks to make beds. You need either crying obsidian or regular obsidian to place the beds next to the obsidian. And then finally, you need a crafting table to obviously make the beds. So it'll look something like this. You put the crafting table down, then you get your 3 wool and your 3 wood planks, and you make a bed. But to get the planks, you need a wood block to actually make the planks to get the bed. Once you have enough beds, you can go into the end and one cycle the dragon. Seems pretty simple, right? Well, I just want you guys to take a look at this clip of me in the stronghold about to go to the end and just try and guess what I forgot. I'll give you guys 3 seconds to comment down below what you think I forgot. 3, 2, 1. All right, answers are locked in. Enjoy. Finally, it's a 2i. Wow. Let me pre-craft. I don't have wood. Yep, my dumbass forgot the most important thing probably for one cycling. The wood. Now you're probably thinking, Jordan, you have 2.5 minutes to get to the end and let the dragon purge and then one cycle it. There's no way it's going to be a sub 1 hour, right? Well, just look. It's all right. Let's be honest. It was never going to be a sub-hour. It was never going to be a sub-hour. We'll go in just for the hell of it. And it's caved, yeah. It was never going to be a sub-hour. Do you want a PB? I don't even have a PB, so anything right now. It's GG's. Oh, that's obsidian. I don't have wood. Yeah, it's cooked. I mean, we got to the end at least. That's a new milestone. Crystals, buddy. With what bow? And what arrows? I literally came with nothing. I forgot to get wood, chat. I forgot to get wood. How many beds could I have made? 9? 9 would have been perfect. Yeah, I mean... Build, buddy. It'll take forever, chat. Bro. It's hard to... It's easy to remember that shit. He burst in a minute. I'm not even playing. I'm not gonna play this. Later that night, I hopped on and I actually got my best run to date so far. We spawned in a mushroom island, which I don't know how rare this is, but it was the smallest mushroom ever. Anyways, that was pretty cool. But got to the nether, got all my stuff, the iron, tools, got a bunch of food from the cows in the nether. Sub 15, looking like a great run. There's a bastion literally right there. It's a bridge. Bridges are my fastest bastion, so I was lucky to see that right at my portal spawn. So after the bastion, went to the fortress, got all the blaze rods I need. It was out of the nether in like, I don't know, 10 minutes. It was my best nether run ever. Measured my eyes. I found the stronghold, put all the eyes in, and then before I left, I made sure this time to craft all of my beds that I needed, and I was ready to go. And my heart was racing at this moment because I've never been in the end up until, or I was in the end at one time, but I was never actually able to kill a dragon because I forgot beds. The one thing I need, I forgot. So I waited and waited and waited. And this is what happens when you wait too long for a dragon to perch. My RNG was so unlucky, and an Enderman walked into my crosshair as I'm looking at the fountain. I was so upset. As you can clearly see, I'm looking at the fountain, and the Enderman walked into the right pixel of my crosshair and aggroed at me. This was just the most unlucky thing ever, because it literally perched twice, not once, but twice while I was getting chased by a Enderman. But it did not perch for like the 3 minutes I was sitting there, and then I died to it because the dragon perched again. I was trying to fight off the Enderman, and it just launched me. It just absolutely obliterated my ass, and I just died to fall damage. And that's how that run went. It was the most heartbreaking loss of the series so far. And just the day after that run, this happened. And let me tell you, the footage got corrupted. Thank God I showed it on stream because I actually did this off stream, but I showed it on stream. That's why it looked sped up. And this footage corrupted, and I was so upset. But I got a little bit of it, so I'm happy that you guys can at least see this run, because this one is my best run ever. I found that lava pool. I trust myself with the lava pool, and I entered the bastion sub 10. Found a treasure bastion, got in and out of there real quick, got all the gold, broke the spawner, got all the trades, and we're ready to go to the fortress. Now we're not even 25 minutes in, and I'm going to the fortress. It took a while to get to the fortress, I'm not gonna lie. This fortress is very far, but it only took 3 minutes in the fortress. We found this, and right here, I thought for sure the run was over. I thought there's no way we're gonna be able to find this portal room, but it was right here. The luck just happened to spawn the portal room right outside the ravine where I dug into. I made all my beds, and I'll just let y'all watch this unfold because this is truly probably the most heartbreaking experience I've ever had in my entire life. Obviously, to kill a dragon, we had to get into the right mindset. So I put on the ski mask, I put on some music, and I'll let y'all guys watch this happen.
In the pot, let it cook like stew. I grab my Glock, it been through a lot, but it's this you like new, we at the top. Walk with him, back to this chillin' shit. So started rapping now.
Right here.
Boy, this bitch cracking. Boy, they
All right, I gotta know. Right here, right there, chat, right there. Hold up, I'll rewind for y'all who didn't see it. Can I rewind?
I used to stay up late at Granny crib just to talk to him. When I was locked up, got knocked
Bro,
on the door and told him walk with him. Back to this chillin'
Why'd you place the bed? Hang on. Should've just broken the crystals. Bro, I didn't have a bow.
Social started rapping out of war.
Bro, once again, he walked into my crosshair. Right there. That's why I died right there. He walked into my crosshair. But just watch the rest.
Boy, this bitch cracking. Boy, they ass slacking. Hit they block twice, a lot of bull. His mama pop out like, oh goddamn, what happened? This type of shit.
By the way, that first bed, I know I did no damage, but it was strictly just to get the dragon from perching. Because if y'all don't know, when you bed bomb it, it pushes him up in the air, so it gives you a second or two more time before he perches. So that's why I just had to go, because I had to give myself more time. But I brought it back. Yo, bro, I had it right there. Oh my god, that shit pissed me off because I had it right there, and then he knocked me out of the perching zone. Right there. I would have had it if he did it. If he hit me 1 second later, Dragon's dead, I win. If he hit me 1 second later, Dragon's dead, I win.
Police steady watching me. Every day they clocking me. Red alert, I'm the dangerous. I keep that Glock on.
Chat, that's why I died right there. That Enderman died as the bed exploded. If he hit me 1 second later, Dragon dies and the Enderman dies, I win. Just a string of unluckiness. Just an absolute string of unluckiness. And then also, how am I getting hit by this fire? Also, can we talk about this? How am I getting hit by this fire right here? Also, can we talk about this? How am I getting hit by this fire here? Because the fire is 1 block away from me, and I'm on this end of the block. I'm actually between these 4 blocks right here. I'm nowhere even close to this fire. How am I getting hit by it?
I'm just looking out for me because I done did shit the niggas ain't.
That's why I died. Nope. Now the very next seed after that, I got arguably
away
the
from
worst
me.
nether
Oh
I've
my
ever
God,
seen
it's
in
a
my
fortress.
entire
This
life.
is the
I got 3 fortresses
here.
and a double bad stables bastion.
Oh, don't give me
which
the-
means
if
there
this
was
is a
no
double
gold
bad
blocks
runs
to
over.
trade, and there was no bastion within 64 chunks.
This was
After
the
all
only
spawners
bastion within
in nether,
32.
I'll show you. So the nether's like a graph. You have your positive coordinate. You have your negative coordinate, your positive negative coordinate, and your negative positive coordinate, right? It's like a quadrant plane. And so a fortress spawns in positive, fortress spawns in negative, a fortress spawns in negative, and a bastion spawns in positive negative. That means that there cannot be any more spawns within those radiuses for at least 32 chunks, because a bastion cannot spawn in the same quadrant as a fortress, and vice versa. So that's how there was no bastion within 64 chunks. That means I'd have to travel 32 chunks to load 4 more quadrants, and then hope that there's a bastion even within 32 chunks. So it could have been more than 64 chunks. It really could have. Now, clearly something was not working with these runs. I mean, clearly it's not my skill level. You know, I'm a top tier speedrunner. I know what I'm doing. I'm just getting lucky. So clearly I did the only thing that could have possibly made sense at this moment in time. I debuted a new skin. Now listen, I know what you're probably thinking. Jordan, what the hell is that? Look at the skin. Look at the resemblance. That's all I'm gonna say. I rest my case. Enjoy. The gods of Minecraft, if you want me to stop playing your game for tonight, stop trying to speedrun it, spawn me in a we'll go 2 for each. So spawn me in either a oak forest or a spruce. And if you want me to keep playing, spawn me in an acacia or a plains. Yep, you heard it. On day 14, I was so tired of speedrunning this game. I asked the gods of Minecraft what they want me to do. And unfortunately for me, at this very moment, they wanted me to keep playing. But little did I know this was going to be my best run of the entire challenge and the final run of this challenge, thankfully. So we started off, we got a shipwreck. Only had 2 chests, but we got the treasure chest and the loot chest. We didn't get the food chest, but that's alright. We could just run on the plains, we can get pigs, that's alright. But these 2 chests, the treasure map and this chest right here, is what made this run the best run of the challenge. We got all the iron we could possibly need from these 2 chests, and we got some food, but not a lot, so we had to kill some pigs. And we stopped the forest fire. Guys, don't worry. I know I'm doing the Lord's work. I'm a savior. I know. No, you're not gonna clap your hands or anything. Don't worry. It's just what I believe in. After we got all our food, we found probably the greatest room portal I could have asked for. I mean, this is a full room portal besides one obsidian block, and there was no crying obsidian. This was pretty much a full portal. All I had to do was get one lava, and that was it. Then I collect the gold, go in nether. I mean, I'm serious. This could probably be an MCSR ranked seed. This seed was god tier. It was so lucky. And with that, I had my best enter ever, a sub 8-minute enter, ready to go to a bastion, and the bastion seems very, very close. And only 3 minutes later, we find ourselves at a stables bastion. So I routed it. It was actually a double good gap, but I went to one good gap, got all the gold, got all the piglins in the hole, then I was going to go to the other good gap and get the gold from that gap, while the piglins in this gap were trading just so I could overlap it and didn't have to do 2 trades in 2 different gaps. It's just a lot easier this way. Just in about 5 minutes, we got probably the best trades I've ever gotten from a bastion, and we're ready to go to another fortress. Sub 20 minutes. I mean, this is my best pace ever. The fortress is only 20 chunks away, or sub 20. Normally I'm entering the nether by now. I mean, this is just pure luck. We find the fortress in only, what, 5 minutes? We find the blaze spawner. I'm not even joking. Instantly. We just walked down this hallway. It was right there. And now all we need is 8 to 9 rods just to be safe, because I don't want to, you know, throw the run of this good of luck. I mean, these rates were insane. We went 9 for 17, I think. I'll show it on screen right now. I think we went 9 for 17, which is just a little under 50%. Swan. Here we out. And for a no reset seed at my skill level, blinding at sub 30 for the end portal is just amazing. We get there, it took like 10 minutes. It took a while, not gonna lie, but that's fine because the routing for this place makes up for that time loss. I mean, it was only 5 rooms away from starter staircase, and I learned a trick that they can only really spawn on average within like 7 to 8 rooms of starter staircase, so I just kept that in mind. This button didn't spawn. I don't know how that button didn't spawn, but it didn't. I didn't even know that was possible. But I mean, you just walk through 2 doors and it's right there. You walk through here and the staircase is right there. I mean, I could have asked for a better seed, not even just like stronghold, but just seed in general. And you know what we got to do before we enter the end? We know what we got to do. We know what time it is. We've been here before. We're winning this time. And here you will see the luckiest and unluckiest end fight ever. I'm just gonna let y'all watch the clip, but it was just it's so painful to look back at. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, he perched already. Are you serious? Wow, that's just so unlucky. Trying to keep my crosshair out of the enderman's eyes. If I look right here, it shouldn't look at any enderman. No way. Bro!
Trying to kill for real, but that go 12. He bust a quick right and I just bust a left. Shit. Gang, you good? Damn, my shoes, bro. This bitch be fucking with me, gang. Damn, this bitch telling me about it. Oh yeah, look.
Every time. I can't do it. Every time. I can't do it. I can't do this shit. He walked right into my crosshair as I looked up the other felon. He walked right into it as I looked up. Now, Minecraft gods, is that why you wanted me to stay on for one more game last night? Because that was the goal. Not to kill the energy dragon in under an hour, but to learn how to speedrun. And that was my best attempt yet. Does that prove that I learned how to speedrun and that I completed the goal that you set out for me and that I set out for myself? Now, spawn me in oak plains slash oak forest, same thing. Plains. Let's go 3 for each. So let's go plains, spruce, and birch. If it is what you set out for me to do and spawn me in a desert, what's another one? Common one. I don't want to say like warm ocean, like it's bullshit. Desert, dark forest, or snow. If it is not what you set for me to do. The Minecraft gods have spoken. The Minecraft gods have spoken. Y'all can't see it. God. Damn it, dude. Y'all can't see it. You didn't see the spawn. I promise y'all it was this, but I mean, we'll do it again, I guess. Same thing. Oh, village. What did I say, chat? I said, Minecraft gods have spoken. So, he wanted me to keep playing. I got that run. Now the Minecraft gods are saying I'm done. They're saying I completed it. So, with that being said, chat, after 2 weeks, we have officially learned how to speedrun Minecraft. The Minecraft gods have spoken. Here you go. After 2.5-ish weeks, 2 weeks, and a lot of pain and suffering and misery, I finally learned how to speedrun Minecraft. Now, technically, I didn't kill the dragon, but throughout the challenge, I learned 2 things. One, it was never about killing the dragon. It was about proving to myself that I could teach myself how to speedrun Minecraft, that I could stay consistent with it, and overall just challenge myself. I did what a lot of people don't do. A lot of people, when they play Minecraft, they do MCSR, which is ranked speedrunning that filter in seeds made for speedrunning, or they play RSG, which stands for Random Seed Glitchless, where they choose the seed that they think will be good for speedrunning. I did NRS, which is no reset speedrunning. I think that's pretty fair to say. In 40 minutes on a random seed where I didn't even choose the random seed, to get to the end in 40 minutes, that takes a lot of time and skill. And listen, I'm not saying I got a lot of skill, all right? But I think I definitely improved from not even being able to get into the nether within an hour on day 1 to being able to get into the end sub 45, hell, sub 40 even on day 14-ish. I think that's a pretty good accomplishment. If you want me to actually try and kill the dragon in under an hour, please comment it down below, like the video, and subscribe while you're at it. You know what I mean? And I'd be more than happy to make an update video in the future. This was the most challenging thing I've ever done, and I really enjoyed it. I think speedrunning is something everyone should give a shot if you're willing to put in the work and you are motivated. It's fun. It's very fun to do. So if you have any other challenges between any games that you want me to try and do, whether it's speedrunning something else or just a separate challenge within a different game, please comment that one down below too. And with that, that is my journey of how I learned how to speedrun Minecraft in 2 weeks. Pretty much with no sound cues throughout it too, because don't forget I was like partially deaf. And the second thing, I hate Endermen!